Hi, what's up? It's Kim here. I've been interested in investing and building wealth in intentional and efficient ways for many years now. Investing can be very intimidating and overwhelming. I know I've certainly felt that way many times, and the market has been super volatile as of late. Today's video will be about a particular company that I'm interested in, and one that you may have heard about, Berkshire Hathaway, the conglomerate run by billionaires Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger. I'm particularly interested in looking at their SEC 13F filings. Before we dive in, what are 13F filings? According to Investopedia, the Securities and Exchange Commission's SEC Form 13F is a quarterly report that is required to be filed by all institutional investment managers with at least $100 million in assets under management. It discloses their equity holdings and can provide some insights into what the smart money is doing in the market. However, studies have found that 13F filings also have serious flaws and can't be taken at face value. You may ask, why do we even care to look at 13F filings? One of my favorite podcasts is Invested, where Danielle and Phil Towns discuss investment strategy and incorporating Warren Buffett's principles in their own process. They recommend looking at the gurus and learning from the decisions they are making in the current market. One thing they do in their practice is combing through the SEC website for 13F filings. A disclaimer here is that the data can be hard to read or it can be hard to understand what's actually going on. These companies don't file 13F filings voluntarily, so the information isn't necessarily user-friendly because they don't want us to know what they're doing. Since they release it once per quarter, they have a significant lag time, which can be up to 135 days when a fund buys a stock to when the public finds out. By that time, the fund may have already sold their position. It can be hard to see what the big guys are doing because they cannot move quickly when purchasing millions of shares of stocks. They have to buy small amounts quietly so they don't cause the market to stir. And continuing to buy in small amounts allows them to acquire a position in the market quietly. I've taken this data from Financial Modeling Prep API and have pulled in all the Berkshire Hathaway's filing dates and information from 2013 onwards. I've pulled the dates and combined all the filings associated with each date into one combined Pandas data frame. As you can see, each purchase of stock is one entry, with the filing date, name of issuer, stock symbol, number of shares, and value. Note that the date and filing date sometimes aren't very close to each other. Next, I've added the industry or sector category to each stock because I wanted to break the stock purchases into the different industries of interest. Now to explore the data. I wanted to clean out and just keep the columns that I'm specifically interested in. These include the date, ticker symbol, number of shares, value, and industry title. In order to organize and reduce the number of industries a bit more, I made a dictionary of sectors to group these industries together. These included energy, banks and finance, technology, food and beverage, media, and retail. Next, I used a library called Plotly Express to plot out the three main industries in subplots with animation ability to show the visualizations by date. Plotting value in the x-axis and shares in the y-axis, we see the changes in Berkshire Hathaway's holdings over the years. Now let's let it run its course and watch the change in 13F filings for companies in various sectors change over the years. As you can see, Apple has been a large holding and grown to December 2020 and beyond. Banks and finance have remained relatively consistent with American Express and Bank of America as the largest in that sector. Energy remains smaller, with Berkshire Hathaway having sold their Suncor holdings and Chevron being the main holding. It looks like Coca-Cola and Kraft Heinz has been a regular mainstay in their portfolio. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you found this interesting. I've also included links to the invested book and podcast that I mentioned. And see you soon.